seconds a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Oilers and the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set logo.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
Ready?
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Oh, what a juke into space. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 81 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. Get the ring. Hey, check. Yo. He's coming to you. Hey.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. A play fake, now Moon. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. From the gun, here's Moon. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
I got
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
54 miles.
On first down, Campbell. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
You remember me? That's right. Slam, slam, slam. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Shoot, shoot, shoot. SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10.
6 man.
Out of the gun. It's moved. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
They'll try and fight for it here with Campbell. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. From the gun, Moon. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 7-yard touchdown grab, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Hey, seam 6, get it.
Off play action. Gabriel. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
That's good for our Vikings. First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
50, Mike, 50. Here we go, D. Here I come.
Hit it.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's it.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Greystone, travel. Let's go. Get set to go.
A give to Cook out of the gun. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
50, Mike 50, Mike 50. I'm here.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. From 13 yards out. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get... Check.
On 1st and 10, Moon. Throwing left side, it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
You ain't going nowhere.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And that'll set him back 5.
Set, ready. Not again. 5-5. Turn, let's go. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Jordan John. Hey, check right.
To throw on second down, Moon. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
57. All day, every day.
Throwing on third and long. Moon. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing to start the drive. Gabriel, he's going to go for it. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 41 yards.
Mike 3. Combo. Tackle.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
A big loss on the play. Brings up second down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Back to throw. Gabriel. He's got his man on the crossing route. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Mike 3. Combo.
To throw on third down. Gabriel. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Let's go. 60 or. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now. You better. Hey, orbit. 3. Nice.
On first down, Gabriel. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, Delta. 0-0, Mike Green. Come on, dude. Hurry up. Ready?
Throwing again. Gabriel. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Ready. Go. Hang Tucson.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Gabriel. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
He's not going to get me. Bang, 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 bang. Yes. Zip it. I got you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
Now they try the right side here. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Ready for this. They still playing soft.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Kill, kill, kill. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, tank.
And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Play action. It's Moon. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. He'll try and throw for it here. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on fourth down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now.
18 Gators.
50, Mike, 50. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Give them a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
At the 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Strip the ball. Strip the
And to give this time to the tailback. Room here to run. And all the way down to the 29. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 29-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 1st down, it's Campbell, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. On 2nd down, here's Moon. And this one's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
55 is Mike, guys, 55. Check. 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Moon. And that is incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he knocks it away. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Mike, 57. Oh, here we go. Oh. 57's Mike. Mike, 57. Go. Tighten up. Pull it together. Under 10. Let's go. 10.
On 4th down, Moon. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2nd and 1. That's complete to Slayton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
Foxtrot. 10 logo. First down. Mike 50. Get that quarterback.
Off the play fake. Gabriel. Throw left side complete. It's Ford. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Back. The 20-yard line. Hey, echo. Yep.
2nd and 5. It is intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, Those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
49, check 49, check 49. 164, weak, check 24, check 24. Let it go.
Now a first down throw, Moon. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Watch the run, watch the run. That's it.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Moon. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. On fourth down, Moon. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a first and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Yeah, they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 38. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
55, right there in the middle, 55. Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw on second down. Moon. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On first down, it's Moon. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
It's the 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
We taking wins, huh? 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
And 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike.
It's just me and you. Take off.
To throw again. Moon. Now a desperation throw. Deep depth. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 30. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Vikings, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad big pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more dress though. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Never save no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put the numbers on the board, like them keep a score. 16 cars in my front yard. 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers,
Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot, ayy. Man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand.